Going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Pella windows being recalled due to a battery issue. Pella being the OG window manufacturer in the great state of Iowa, which, go Hawks, one of the best states ever. Now this comes to us thanks to, United States Consumer Product Safety Commission. There you can see the Pella windows. They say, quote, Pella recalls sliding patio doors and windows due to a battery ingestion hazard, violation of Reese's law, federal safety regulations for consumer products with button cell batteries. Which I would argue is just so stupid how big and bloated our government has become and how many rules and regulations we have. But technically this is business blunder because, again, you gotta make sure you're following the laws and you're gonna get hit with fines and bad PR if you don't. And again, that seems to be what happens here. Now, they say that, quote, this recalled products violates mandatory federal regulations for consumer products containing button cell or coin batteries. Because the sliding doors sensor panel and the Windows remote control have button cells that can be easily accessed by children. This possesses an ingestion hazard. In addition, the recalled products do not have the requiring warning labels, which, talk about a nanny government. How many warning labels do we have these days? So part of the fine is they didn't have that extra warning that says, what, don't eat a battery. One of the most depressing things about American society and cultural decay and intellectual decay, and I would argue increases of how litigious we become. I mean, back in the day, and this is from Mame, it's not an original thought, but there's a Mame where they talk about, having a car. They used to actually give you instructions on how to change your timing. And now they give you a giant warning that says, don't drink the battery acid, which, yeah, those are real warnings in the United States these days. Ridiculous how far we've fallen. Now they say, quote, when batteries are swallowed, the ingested batteries can cause serious injuries, internal chemical burns, and death. Who would have thought batteries aren't for kids? We need a warning label for that. Yeah. And here you can see a little notch on the door there. And then you can see the additional remote, which is probably about half the size of a deck of playing cards. Well, even smaller than that. It's about 3 inches by 2 inches. All because they don't have an extra couple, how do you measure ink? A couple more droplets of ink for having a warning on it. Jeez Louise. Now, I can't believe this is a recall these days. They say, quote, customers should immediately remove the battery in the sensor from the sliding door panels and the Windows remote control and replace them in an area that children cannot access. Well, let's be honest, for Americans, just duct tape it shut. Duct tape and WD-40 will fix comically a majority of things in your life. It'll fix darn near everything, it seems. Even relationships, some might argue. But nevertheless, it can fix darn near anything. And again, this isn't legal advice, but if you're really worried about that little panel sliding off the remote, add a little thing of duct tape on it. I mean, come on, really? But legally speaking, you got to remove the battery and put the battery in the eye of, throw it in the eye of Mordor or whatever, eye of Sauron, whatever. But yeah, this is a real recall in the United States. Now they say that, quote, contact Pella for instructions on how to receive free replacement remote, including shipping, or to schedule a door repair by a qualified technician free of cost. Now, Pella is also contacting all known purchasers directly for this recall, which, yeah. So they're going to give you another replacement little remote that'll have that extra warning label on it. And they're going to also you're going to fix the sliding door by adding a little extra piece of extra stuff. Wow. Now, thankfully, Silver Lining situation, no kid has swallowed the batteries yet. So, again, no negative ramifications. No one's been hurt. No one's died from this recall. Thankfully, they got away from it. Though I kind of argue that the business blunder in and of itself is that allowing the government to become so large and bloated that even this is a recall. Again, they're going to give you the same damn remote with an extra warning label slapped onto it. Now, they say you can also contact Pella Direct or through Lowe's or Builder's First Source. Stores nationwide had them online for sale between March 2024 through June 2024. Now, these doors, Jesus Louise, it's more than a Honda Civic. And the Honda Civic comes with 1, 2, 3. Well, mine came with actually more, like 5 panes of glass, versus this is like 3 panes of glass. Talking about great value. I'm kidding, of course. These cost between $5,000 and $20,000 for the doors, depending on the model, and $1,900 for the uninstalled windows, and between $60 to $110 for the remotes when sold separately. The remote costs how much? I mean, Oh, to them, that's got to be pretty good profit margin for that little linky dinky little remote there. Now, if you want to contact them, the recall number is going to be 25-0 or sorry -120. Again, you can call Pella and you would reference the recall number 25-120. And again, you gotta make sure you're following all these rules, regulations. If you want to sell the products here, even if I think it's comically pathetic that we've become so dumbed down as a society. But again, that's one of the downsides of manufacturing and selling US. You gotta make sure you're following these rules. In this case, they didn't, so I had to issue this recall, which is going to cost some money and also damage their brand reliability a little bit. So gotta say, Pella, this window recall and the button issue and this little battery issue rather is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.